Yo, it's official. Like a referee with a whistle. So like and share this episode. So today, man, we're going to talk about, there's some girls that just like girls better than men. Sometimes it is what it is. There's some girls, some women get along better with other women. That's just how it is. Nothing we can do about that. Sometimes it's just just let it be what it is. And if you don't like it, just move on. That's what I do. I don't try to make sense of it or talk some sense into them. Try to win them over. Try to turn the bitch. Man, the hell with all that shit. That takes, how long that's gonna take? You try to turn her out, try to turn her around to your way of thinking. Try to, because some guys be like, she might be a stud. I'll give you an example. Let's say she's a stud, right? And she's been a stud probably 20 years, over half her life. And you say, you ever been with a guy? She's like, no, maybe one time, some shit like that she can remember. And he'd be like, hey, I can make you change your mind. I can turn you out, girl. I put that thing on you, girl. How long that's gonna take? I'm not saying it ain't possible, but I'm not gonna. Look, if she been that way, she been a stud for 20 years. How you think you gonna turn her out in one night? I doubt it. So hell with all that shit, man. There's a certain small group of women in society, and I'm not saying they're in the mainstream America. They get all the views and cameras and the spotlight is on them. Most of these women are not in our families. No, most of these women are not in our family. There's a certain type of woman that they just like being around women all the time. They get along better with women. They'll agree with a woman when it comes to anything. Doesn't matter who the woman may be, her track record. She might be a dope fiend. The woman gets all the benefit of the doubt. Doesn't matter. That's a small group of women that think like that. And most of these women don't have families. Most of these women don't like guys. Most of these women, they're, I would say, thing that they like doing the most is to check a guy and put a guy in his place. Like, they can't stand when a guy have options, especially a black man. They can't stand when a guy have options. They can't stand a confident, masculine man that feels good about himself. They can't stand when a guy comes from nothing, makes his own way in this crazy world. They don't like the underdogs. They can't stand those types of guys. They like to kind of they like to wear the pants if they're in the room, if they're in a relationship. If they're in a room with a guy that's a alpha type dude, they'll say or do something to try to take the spotlight off him and try to demasculate him in front of everybody. You know, there's a small group of women that's like that, and almost every guy know a woman that's like this. A lot of them are on jobs, at least one of them. A lot of them you meet out in public, maybe when you're watching football on Sundays or some shit like that. They be at the bars frequently. You know, I would say most of these women frequent the bars. That's their spot, the bars. You see a bunch of women that, you know, they have that feminist mentality, and you know, they are who they are. You know, and see, you have to understand that a lot of these women, they don't have families, and a lot of them live a alternative lifestyle. Lesbian, stud, whatever, right? It's expensive to live that lifestyle. That's why these same females, they got to keep that money coming in, because it's expensive to live that way. It's expensive to be a stud or a lesbian. It really is, if you really think about it. If you really talk to some of these women, I'm talking to one that's out the closet now. I'm not talking to one that's in the closet. That's why a lot of people stay in the closet, because they know if they come out that closet, they can't really afford to come out the closet. They can't afford it, because a lot of people, especially white people, they know that if they come out the closet, all that free shit and all them discounts and hookups, them shits is gone. Most of them hookups and the discounts and them good deals, that's gonna be gone. So they have to have extra money to, you know, kind of balance that thing. And a lot of them can't do it. They don't have it. They can't afford to do it, especially in this day and time where the jobs and the economy is already shaky for working class people as it is. So a lot of people they're like, man, I can't come out the closet and tell people what I got going on. I got too many skeletons, and they can't afford it. Even couples that have, you know, they might be swingers or some shit like that. I mean, nobody gives a fuck, you know, really, because I don't know why a lot of these couples think people really care about what they do in the bedroom. Nobody really cares, but that's what they think, though. They think, oh, if somebody find out what we're doing as swingers, with our marriage, that people, I don't know what they'll think, but nobody really cares, really, because number one, these people are older people. They're in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Who gives a shit, you know? I mean, some of these people are delusional, you know, just like the studs and the lesbians. And some of these women are delusional. You know, they really they don't care about the traditional relationship. They don't care about no family. They just want to reinvent the wheel, be able to do what they want to do with no pushback, backlash, and no, don't say anything bad about me. You know, that's what they really want. And, you know, you should accept who they are, but she don't have to accept who you are. As a matter of fact, she really wants, like I said, she really wants to wear the pants and really want you to, she wants to change you if you're a man. You know, that's why you have a lot of women that's married, they'll get married. Maybe they might be celebrities or some shit like that. And it might be some old weirdo fetish shit they got going on, type of marriage or whatever, And as soon as they get married to the guy, they want to dominate the guy. They want to start doing, they do any and everything to the guy, in and out, inside and outside the bedroom. And we be like, what the hell? What's up with this weirdo shit? Because they believe in domination. They want to dominate the guy. And these women are, being a stud and a lesbian, if they get with a man, they want to dominate him. They want to change him. If they get with a guy, most of these women are not with guys. Most of these women are with other women, And then you have some of these women, if they're with a guy, boy, it's a struggle. Because, especially if they can't change the guy. Because ain't no confident man that feels good about himself, you ain't gonna dominate him. It ain't happening. So that's when it becomes a struggle for a woman that secretly or even openly likes women better. She gets along with women better. When a woman comes around, or when she goes to visit a woman, her eyes get all big and she get all excited. It's kind of like it's like the opposite response of if a man would walk through the door. If you might never seen this before. You have to see this. I've seen this probably 3 or 4 times. When a woman that's in the men, but she might claim she like men, but she really like women. If you sit back and observe, what gets her excited? Who does she be around most of the time? And that's going to tell you a little bit, if a woman comes through and she's all excited, acting like somebody dropped off some fucking candy bars or some shit like that. She started laughing and giggling. Those are the type of reactions that women give to guys. But this woman is jumping up and down when her friends come over. Yeah, that's kind of weirdo shit. And if you tell her that as a man, oh, you're wrong. Yeah, you just saying stuff. How the hell I'm wrong? You're all in the woman's space. Like you want to kiss her, or you probably did kiss her a couple times. And you sitting there looking at the shit. And it's kind of like, you supposed to act like you ain't seen what your eyes seen? It's that type of shit, because a lot of these women, they want to do the right thing. They want to do what looks good to the family and to her parents and all that shit or whatever. That's why they will go and get married to a guy, because they know they can't pull it off because it's too expensive to live that lifestyle. So what they'll do is get married to a guy and secretly love being around women, love talking to women. They get excited being around women. But when it's time to talk to a man, it's kind of like, oh, she got low energy. She don't know. Maybe. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. I don't know the next time I'm gonna see you. But boy, when one of her them girls call up, say, hey, I'm gonna be in your neighborhood tomorrow. Can you meet up during lunch? Oh, sure. What time? She's all excited because she likes girls. And it is what it is. The only thing you should do, if you don't like it, just move the hell on. That's what I did. I moved the hell on. Just take it for what it is. You got duped. You got bamboozled. You didn't know. And move on. You know, some guys like women that like girls because they think that, hey, they can bring one of her friends over and have a threesome, right? Some guys like that. But in a lot of cases, it don't usually happen like that. Because a lot of these women are selfish. A lot of these women that like women, they don't want you to touch their friends or do nothing with their friends. It's all about them. They're like, nah, they might even admit it. Yeah, I like women, but I don't want you to do nothing with my friends. I'm like, well, what am I getting out of this by being with you? If that's the case, I mean, I got to get something out of this shit if I'm going to stick around. There's no benefit. If she likes women and y'all married or live together, and she don't want to share her friends with you, there's no benefit. There's no reason why you should be with her. Because y'all like the same goddamn thing. And she don't want to share, so the hell with this. That's why I left. I'm like, I'm out of here. Shit. What the hell I'm staying with you for? I mean, I ain't down with that shit. I mean, I got a problem with that shit. With my girl liking another woman. But if you want to work it out, but you're gonna say, hey, there's nothing we can do to work it out because you ain't ever gonna. I'm never sharing none of my friends with you or any other girl with you. So I'm like, the hell with this then. This ain't no benefit to me. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing we could do to work that situation out. So I kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did. You know, it's nothing you can really do to that. And that's how it is. You know, and these same girls, if you tell them, hey, if you tell them what the deal is, hey, I know what type of girl you are. I know what you're doing. I see these little, and see, you got to pay attention. It happens subtle. You got to pay attention to body language. Sometimes it's not what they say, it's what they're not saying. See, the body don't lie. People talk all goddamn day and lie and cheat and steal, but the body never lies. It never does. You know? So that's how I picked up on it. And once I said what I said to her, well, she came clean. She didn't deny it. She didn't say, you're a liar. She never said I was a liar. That's one thing. She didn't necessarily agree with me, but she never said I was a liar. You know? And once you have that conversation with her, well, that relationship is pretty much downhill from there. It ain't gonna be the same again. You know, because there's no solution. There's no solution to the problem. She doesn't see it as a problem. She just sees it as something she likes. That's what she likes. That's who she is. You know? Now you might say, well, maybe something happened to her. Maybe so. Maybe she got molested. Something happened. I don't know. Shit. Could be true. You know? Could be true. But she never told me that. So how am I supposed to know? You know? That's it. Sometimes it is what it is. Sometimes sometimes you can't sometimes you can't solve every problem with everybody. Sometimes it's just good to just agree to disagree and start into the game and learn your lesson and try not to make the same mistake again. You know? And that's it. And see, the mistake, once I look back on it, the mistake I made at the time is I didn't dig deep enough. I didn't ask enough questions. That's the mistake that I made with her. I didn't ask enough questions at the time. Sometimes we shit can be happening so fast. We having so much fun, having a good time. We don't ask enough questions, you know. And that happens to the best of us. Yeah, that happens to the best of us, you know. And a lot of women will kind of play on that. They'll like just keep entertaining him, keep them distracted, so they won't have a chance to ask these questions and go deeper, you know. So that's just what it is. So maybe you met a woman like that like women more than men, or like women more than you? Maybe she didn't want to share her friends with you. Tell me below if you've had experience like that. So like and share this episode. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight. But then I saw the sky and that I like. Here from Cali,